Welcome to Planet Newsroom. In a surprising development, both Israel and Hamas have signaled their willingness to move forward with former US President Donald Trump. This Gaza peace plan raising cautious hopes for a potential breakthrough after nearly 2 years of devastating war. Early Saturday, Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu's office announced that Israel is preparing to immediately implement the first phase of Trump's proposal following Hamas. The statement that it was ready to immediately enter negotiations for the release of all hostages. According to the statement, Israel will work in full cooperation with the president and his team to end the war in accordance with the principles set forth by Israel that are consistent with Trump's vision. The Israel Defense Forces also confirmed that it has been ordered to advance readiness for the plan's initial phase, including a pause in the offensive in Gaza City and a switch to defensive operations. On the other side, Hamas said it is prepared to negotiate through mediators and expressed willingness to hand over governance of Gaza to a Palestinian Authority of Independence, technocrats backed by Arab and Islamic nations. Hamas emphasized that while details remain unresolved, the group is committed to participating in a broader Palestinian framework. Donald Trump welcomed the announcements on his Truth Social platform, calling it a big day and urging Israel to halt its bombardment so that hostages can be safely released. He reaffirmed that negotiations are already underway and stressed that details must still be worked out. Trump's 20-point plan is ambitious. It calls for Hamas to release 48 hostages within 72 hours in exchange for the release of nearly 2,000 Palestinian prisoners by Israel. Hamas infrastructure above and below ground would be dismantled and monitored to ensure it is not rebuilt. A temporary international stabilization force, led by Arab partners, would oversee Gaza's security, while an international board of peace would guide governance until a reformed Palestinian Authority can take over. However, the Hamas response notably avoids any mention of disarmament or Trump's demand that Hamas play no role in Gaza's governance. These unresolved issues remain major sticking points. Regional mediators Egypt and Qatar both welcomed Hamas' announcement, describing it as a positive development and pledging to continue discussions with Washington to finalize an agreement. Still, with Trump's deadline looming and his warning that all hell would break loose if Hamas refuses the next 48 hours, will prove critical in determining whether this fragile opening leads to peace or further escalation. While both Israel and Hamas have signaled readiness to move forward, deep disagreements remain. The coming days will test whether Trump's plan can finally bring an end to one of the region's deadliest conflicts, or whether the war will continue. Stay with Planet Newsroom for the latest updates.